We got a few things we got to talk about too, man. See what happens. Shit, I should be asleep right now, for real, for real. Boy, Chandler, my boy. Órale, la pinche máscara. And shout out to the homie who was playing funk songs earlier. E.T. Let's play some real funk. It's too late. It's too late at night. Everybody is asleep. It's the best time to jump on here. El mejor tiempo estar aquí. El mejor tiempo. What is it, Saturday? Oh, yeah, it's Saturday too, man. So good. Let's see who's up right now. Everybody's out there partying and shit. So regardless of who, yeah, it's late, but it's Saturday. I know, bro. Everybody's out. It's all good, bro. Motherfuckers are gonna see this anyways. So, you know, people. I mean, I just jumped on here quick. I didn't even schedule it or nothing. We're gonna kind of like just me and you, fool. Exactly, my boy. Thank you, dog. Hell yeah, that's all we need, my bro. Shit, it's the same thing as doing the video. When you record a video, bro, you don't got nobody there with you. You just record the shit. You know. Appreciate you, homie. Pero they're gonna catch the replay mañana. They're gonna wake up and be like, "Hey, oh shit, he went live." Let's catch the replay, baby. I shouldn't be on here, meaning because I'm tired of shit. But hey, fuck it. There's a few things that I wanted to talk about. The fact that notifications got sent out and motherfuckers are asleep tells you everything. Hey, Chandler. Hey, bro. Hey, 480, my boy. Yeah, bro. That's a good. Every time I want to go do a video, bro, it's something within me that I don't want to drop a video unless I'm really ready for it. I'm my own worst enemy. It's going to happen, bro. I'm telling you. I'm the type that procrastinates. That when I start doing it, I'm going to start bouncing them out. Bam, 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 bam. And I know, bro, that as soon as I do that, I mean, I can make some money off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't make no money off lives. Except whatever, super chats or whatever, you know? And you guys already know I don't require that, you know? So, so I'm sitting here just have a good time with you guys, for real. I'm gonna lie, bro. I've been drinking a lot tonight. I was so tired after work. I'm like on my third beer, bro. I'm gonna lie to you. I was fucking. I was just like, man, fuck it. Let me jump on real quick. See what's going on. You can bring back all your old videos you did already. um, I retold a lot of those stories. Um, they're on this channel. All you got to do is go all the way back. But everybody, like, who's really gonna go all the way back? Somebody disappointed me. Completely fucked up my whole last 3 days. But I believe people deserve a second chance with time. With time. Mandita, what's up, man? So we're gonna go with a ver. What's been going on? Oh, I forgot that I was. Damn, I forgot that I was gonna get. I was. I forgot that. I forgot that I was gonna hit up 16 Live. Definitely not gonna do it right now. Obviously, I'm probably not gonna be on here for too long. Just a cool little live, real quick. I'm looking at. Excuse me. Live, right, there we go. Let me check out the other shit. Oh shit. This motherfucker really did a video. California prison politics. He keeps recycling shit.
What's cracking, everybody?
He just keeps recycling shit. He really does. He just keeps recycling that shit. Real shit. Ta madre. With time, we all make mistakes. 100%. I was going to go to sleep at Bucket. Chandler, hi Amanda. That's right. Hi Chandler. No sleep clue. Alright, so yeah, let me react to that shit. I don't even have the energy. I shouldn't have been on here. I rarely come on here this inebriated. I don't think I've ever come on here this inebriated, this pisteando, this fucking drunk. Let me see. Let's react to this dude real quick. I don't know what's going on with this shit real quick. There we go.
Welcome back to the channel.
Hold on. I gotta be able to hear it for sure.
New video. The other day I did a video about a mesero and a bloquero, right? And somebody left me a pretty good question that I gave him an answer in the comment section, but I said to myself, you know what? I should just do a video on him. That way I can get a little bit more into the detail as much as I'm comfortable with, right? So instead of referring to him as the
Thank you. Thank you, guys, for telling me. So let's start all over again. Every time I disconnect that fucking microphone, I forget that it automatically mutes my shit. So let me go the whole.
give him an answer in the comment section.
Here we go.
A
Thank you,
bloquero.
guys. Amadita and Chad 480. Appreciate you guys. Without you guys, man, shit. I
Right.
would have kept fucking talking until I realized that shit. I could have probably went another 2 minutes. Fuck, embarrassing.
And somebody left me a pretty good question that I gave him an answer in the comment section, but I said to myself, you know what? I should just do a video on him. That way I can get a little bit more.
Somebody left me a question in the comment sections, and I reacted to it. I responded to it. But I might as well do a video. That way I could be. Nah, shut up. You're trying to milk it. You got no content left, which is what I was saying. What I was muted. You got no motherfucking content left, bro. You're struggling like a motherfucker. So, so why make a whole video of somebody? Why not just do the video to begin with? Because he's done that before. You know, it's something that I've done in the past, not often, but because in the comment section, people are gonna say whatever they do, uh, or whatever they want to say, whatever they do, whatever they want, how they feel, whatnot, what have you, right, etc. But this dude, like, trying to pretend like I might as well do this, man. You got no content, so yeah, you're trying to squeeze fucking rock. You're trying to squeeze water out of a rock right now because you got no content left.
Into the detail as much as I'm comfortable with, right? So instead of referring to him as the mesero, I'm going to use an initial for him, P. Okay. So P was the guy.
You already called him a mesero. Why not keep calling him a mesero? Why not keep calling him a mesero? Now, what the fuck? Say mesero number one, mesero number two, mesero number three. If you're gonna, why? Because you're terrified. What are you terrified about, bro? You already snitched on me. You already know that you got a big ass target on your head, but you're still trying to pretend like you don't have a fucking guy.
When the hit went down,
He's
he had
definitely
come from
stressing.
Lancaster, right? And he had been part of the leadership in Lancaster. We didn't know what to make of Lancaster and those that were coming from there. So we decided, since he was leadership over there, let's bring him over here, put him on the leadership with us, but limit what he knows on the yard, just to get a better feel for him. Let him have it, put his guard down, make him feel comfortable. That's just how it is, right? And so on that day where some stuff jumped off,
So yeah, that's very true. That's the the tactics that are employed in there. They usually go to um, whoever they want to blast out the yard. Like I call it blasting, not whacking. Whacking to me, I correlate that with the Italian mob. Whacking is just like you're gonna whack somebody, that means you they're dead. You're whacking them, they're dead. Not stabbing them, blast them. That's what I'm used to, of course. And you got to whack that fool, whack that, stab them, of course. But I prefer to refer to it as blasting for sure. Because every time I hear whack, I correlate that with if you're gonna do that, say that, make sure that dude died. Unfortunately, if somebody died, of course. Um, Make sure you say that only if somebody died or some shit. But other than that, just say the dude got blasted off the yard. Because when you say whack, homie, like it's like, bro, come on, bro. Go to my IG. Go to my IG. Not even one of my latest, not even like one of my oldest videos. You'll see how somebody got whacked in prison. Like whacked. He got killed. That's a whack. Not a.
Um, he freaked out. If I remember right, it was on Cinco de Mayo. They hit, and it was actually two dudes got hit at once. And I remember when the hits were going down, I remember him saying to me, "Damn, Holmes, they're not trying to get away." Then I looked at him. I said, "There's no such thing here. Everybody."
I looked at him. There's no such thing. This fool really expects me to believe that the dude that went on that holiday actually asked him, "Is there any way to get away?" It's not like it's completely impossible, but anybody that's been on one to 180, like you're not gonna get away, bro. Like you gotta stay on them. Somebody got to get blasted or killed, type shit. Blasted to get killed, whatever. You gotta stay on them. You gotta stay on them. That's a fact. Ain't no getting away with nothing. Ain't no flushing the Fierro like a 270 or nothing like that. You gotta stay on them the whole fucking way.
that gets hit here, they stay on them until they either get shot off of them or dragged off of them. They don't. Nobody's trying to get away with nothing here. And I remember the look on his face. And that was the part I left out on the last video. But I told that story a long time ago, right? And in my head, I was like, that kind of struck me as odd. And then he came out and said that he had been in Mule Creek, and so I knew I was gonna have to do some investigations. Right now, I want to read you the comment that was left. The comment was from Johnny Cruz. Shout out to Johnny Cruz. He said, "Curious and not talking shit, but was there a reason you didn't get off on him when he told you about where he was and how long? Did you have to look into it more or what?" So let me explain something. Again, the reason why I'm okay with talking about this right now is because this is not the system that's in place anymore. This was
No, the reason you're okay with talking about this motherfucker is because you're SNY. You went to the side, you're debriefed, and you're no longer beholden to that type of lifestyle. Shut the fuck up, you fucking lying piece of shit. You this motherfucker crazy, bro. Let's listen to him try to split hairs.
back when all of the big four, all of the legends from all the organizations were slammed down in the shoes.
I was there too. And I was on the yard with them after the hunger strikes. When all the organization legends, as you call them, before that and after that, I was there. I was there, homie. 2006 all the way to 2017 on the main line. I fought my case for a couple of years before that in the county. 3 years in the county. Who are you fooling, bro? Who are you fooling, dude?
And they had representatives who were their eyes, their ears, their hands, their feet, right? And
The meseros, yeah. One of the ones that you claim to have been, but when you said that you debriefed, that you didn't give nobody up, your whole civil lawsuit that you filed literally explains the fact. Like they literally put you on blast with the Mexican mafia. You literally try to sit here that you're fucking dude. These fools are fucking shameless, and I already know that's Gunner talking. He's basically saying like, bro, it doesn't matter. Deny, 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 deny. It's YouTube. It doesn't matter. Just keep making money.
they were doing work for them. So, first thing, when back then, the only way you were going to be able to be in those positions is if you went to the Bay, you went to the shoe, and you met these men.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. What are you talking about, bro? The only way you're going to be in the position of representing them is if you went to the shoe. No, you're fucking lying, homie. You're fucking lying. So you mean to tell me that dudes that went up there to the shoe and got their murder was up and got kicked out to the yards and recruited other primos and all that shit and plugged them in with the same senor? Man, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Fucking debriefer.
And they got to know you. They got to know how you think, how you thought, how you gonna respond to.
That may have been how it started, but you're lying, homie. Or you're completely ignorant of how it transpired afterwards. Straight up. You know how many dudes I ran into that actually knew the senores from the shoe? That's the only way you could go to the back. If you were in the jam, go on the Holly first. Go back there to the shoe. Boom. That way you could plead your case to the senores themselves. That's the only way you could see them. I agree with that. But you mean to tell me that that's the only way you could get plugged in? Bro, shut the fuck up, homie. The Mesa system.
Certain things.
Fucking guy.
Right? And when they put you in position, you were still representing that group.
Hey, Chino. Hey, bro. Hope everybody enjoys live. I just want to stop by and extend my love, support, respects. Do excuse my laptop was bad earlier. Buenas noches. No, you're good, brother. You're good, my boy. Appreciate you stopping by. If you guys have not checked out Misled Loyalty, man, go check him out. My boy, send prayers to him, everything, all that good stuff. Please, my bro, like you gotta beat that shit for real, bro. I'm tired of seeing good dudes expiring, real shit. And seeing dudes snakes like this. I may fucking die before these dudes, honestly. But that's a good thing, dude. That's a good thing. It may be a good thing, because God takes the good people. They leave the snakes on this earth, like these motherfuckers, straight up. But prayers to my boy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. But this fool, Chino, you already know, homie, like what I'm talking about. You know, like you went to the prison system before me. Before me. I came after 2005 and all that shit. So, you know, like I was in a county jail in the halls before that. Like this motherfucker, like he's trying to muddy the waters and shit. All right, here we go.
But you were specifically representing that individual. His name is attached to you. Whatever monies you generate, you make sure you take care of that person. Everything you do, you make sure you make that individual look great.
Yeah, we know that.
He's got a superstar over there on the squad. They're taking care of business over there, right?
But you're talking about the only way to get plugged in is to go to the shoe and get plugged in directly. Yeah, that's how it started. That's not realistic, homie.
If you are put in a leadership position and then you decide you want to do every hit possible, you won't be placed on any leadership position. You know why? You got balls, but you don't got brains. They got thousands and thousands and thousands of dudes that are willing to put somebody in the dirt for them. But see, that's muscle. The muscle can't.
Oh, we need brains in the position. Yeah, because it's all about the money. We get it, bro. Those of us that have been there, we already know that the only number one thing is with the senores is one thing, especially during the Mesa system, of course. They're slammed down, they're warehoused. They're in Corcoran, Tehachapi, and Pelican Bay. Money. If you're not generating any type of money while you're plugged in with them, you're fucking useless. You're expendable. It's a fact. So when you're plugged in with them, you have a yard for them. Obviously, the Mesa system, 3 to 5 individuals, depending on the yard. Of course, you have to make money. So when the Mesa system, bro, like it was whatever senor had the yard first. The main mesero had the yard for the main senor. Everything, obviously, that's the third and all that shit. Before the afterwards, the third got abolished and all that. But for a long time, the third was expected. A third of anybody, whoever was bringing anything in to visit, whatever, hitting clavo, whatnot, the third was expected. I was there through that and after when they actually were lenient and it was like, all you got to do is just pay reasonable respects after they got out the shoe. And to me, it's just like, this fucking dude is just like trying to make himself look like so hardcore. And to me, it's just like, bro, you're fucking dumb, dude. You're fucking dumb. And it's not like he's lying, but it's just like he's trying to make himself look like he was at the top of the top. Because there could be other meseros representing different senores. Different senores.
Can't move without the brain. Also, there were dudes where
as far as what he's saying, as far as somebody that's a hothead and all that, yeah, of course. Ain't nobody want a dummy.
I'm gonna give you an example. And both of these individuals were actually taken out in the CDC. One of them was a legend. His soldado was a friend of mine. I've told a story about him where he put us in a position, actually me, because I was a friend of his, where he did a transaction with the Crip. And it could have went all the way bad. Instead, he got shown love. He had to kick in some money and dope, right? But this individual, and like I said, he's passed now, so I'll say his name. I'm not going to say his Varero Soldado. Soldado, when he came, he always, everywhere he went, he had a weed line. He had a kite or a note, whatever you want to call it, from this specific legend. And he would show it to whoever's leadership. Not that he had to, like, it was if he was asked to do something is when he had to show it, right? Per the legend he was under. But I remember when he told me, hey, Holmes, I'm going to show you this just so you see, right? And it specifically said that Soldado was making money for this person and that he was not to be doing any pegadas, any hits. He was there to make money, and that he had a date, and that we were to ensure that as best we could, he make his date, and that the only expectation of him is if there's a riot, that he has to participate. Other than that, he doesn't get his hands dirty. It said he was also not going to be involved in politicking. He was there to make money. Okay.
Okay.
And so hopefully that answers Johnny's question, right? Dudes that are placed in leadership positions are there to earn money and make sure that the environment is perfect for others to make money.
So basically, he had a pass. The way that he explained it, it could either be a lie, but if it's the truth, I mean, look, it could be a truth or a lie. Meaning, like what he mentioned right now is true as far as like the policy. If a dude lands there, whether he's in question or not, and he has the la respalda, the backing of a señor, and you have a pass, like you guys gotta understand, bro, that there's been dudes that snitched before that the señores give a pass to, literally give a pass to. I know this for a fact. Few dudes from my neighborhood. Um, as long as you have this, you can buy time. You can buy freedom. You can buy safety. Not freedom, safety. Freedom in other cases. So in that case, I agree with that 100%. Assuming that it's true. Assuming that it's true. That's just crazy. And it just goes to show like the type of fucking content that Renegade Media puts out there. Obviously, it came from the north. No disrespect to the north, but he does a lot of Sureño content. And it's just like he was no part of that whatsoever. I think a lot of people hate on him because of that. It's just like me, like claiming to be an expert on Norteño politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could very easily start, tell you everything that I know about the NF and everything, and Norteños that I did time with and everything, gang of dudes and Salinas and um, maybe people are gonna feel a certain type of way.
It's a clean environment. It's a place where people know, hey, cats ain't messing around here, right? So also another thing, this dude, before I go, this dude, remember, he was part of the leadership in Lancaster before he came to New Folsom. That means he's directly connected to somebody. I remember the name he used. And so, yeah, we could.
And obviously, the fact of the matter is this. There is no doubt in my mind that this dude was there during the Mesa system. But the fact that he doesn't know how intricately it ran after the Mesa system, and he will never acknowledge any comment. So, for example, if somebody were, he's responding to a comment, right? If somebody were to fucking put a comment on his shit, on his channel, after the hunger strikes and the senores were off the yard, on the yard, I mean, off the shoe, out of the shoe, and on the yard, you think this was ever going to respond to comments like that? No. He's responding to a comment while he was still active prior to 2005, which is the Mesa system. I was part of the same system that got established in the mid to late 90s into the early thousands, mid thousands. I was part of all that. I caught that, and I caught the aftermath too, when the senores were off the yard, off the shoe, out of the shoe, like I said. And that's one thing he wants to tell. He wants to do a video and speak his own story and everything, based on a comment, but he never acknowledges. It's one thing to do that. And another thing, like, hey, granted, guys, like I wasn't on the yard no more, you know, no transparency whatsoever. You know, you best believe I'm gonna tell you. If I'm gonna tell you a story like this, like I tell you right now, like shit, I'm gonna tell you a story when I was active and when I wasn't active. And this motherfucker right here never acknowledges it. And all he keeps doing is kissing ass to the legends. I call them senores. I don't kiss ass to them because I don't need to. Them dudes, them dudes are, they are who they are, bro. Like I don't need to kiss ass to them. Like they don't need me to kiss ass to them. Like them motherfuckers ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like them motherfuckers are with the business. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to call them legends. They know what they are. Like them motherfuckers ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like they're powerful, dude. Like and I don't need to call them legends or anything like that for them not to understand that they already know what status I'm in, and they know what status he's in. And this fool thinks that by calling them legends, that he's gonna fucking not get killed when they get a chance. Motherfucker, like if they get a chance, bro, they're gonna get your ass. They're gonna respectfully, homie, like they're gonna get you, bro. Real shit. So calling them legends, uh, it's not gonna make a difference, bro. I know you think it's gonna make a difference, but it's fucking not. When I say senor, that's a term of respect. That's all I need to say, senores. And I don't speak on the ones that are still in good standings. I do not. I don't tell stories on them and nothing like that. And I could, because I actually got stories. You don't. You don't, motherfucker. You were fucking sitting there playing the Mesa system, abusing people, power tripping, and then you got fucking power hungry and your bobblehead ass, crease ass forehead couldn't handle it.
Could have easily been like, hey,
What's
let's
worse?
hit this dude. But it would
Han
have been
Solo, what's up
delegated.
with it, brother?
The mess up will delegate that to someone on the yard that either um, has to do something or is willing to do something. And when I say has to do something, I told the story before of a homie. He had been around. He had come out of his cell drunk a couple times. He's got to do something. He's not going to be allowed to be an example for these youngsters where, hey, well, they're letting this vato come out drunk. Shit, we can come out, we can party and come out. Nah. Mm-mm. You got to go do a pegada so that these youngsters see, damn, Holmes, if I'm partying and I leave the cell, they might ask me to do something. You damn right. So those were the reasons why, and like I said in the video, he didn't say exactly how long he was there because I didn't want to push too hard. I didn't want to spook him. He had already said enough to where I was going to start looking into it. I have to bring it up to the other meseros. We all have to discuss. I already know everybody would have been on the same page. Let's hit him. That's prison. I always try to keep it as real, as gritty and raw as possible when I tell these stories, man. If you notice, you never hear me tell a story about all the camaraderie. Instead, I tell the stories where, it's funny how this YouTube politicking is just people trying to make content, man.
No, it's not.
I've literally been on yards with dudes that I would kick it with them at yard.
All this YouTube shit is just trying to make content. I don't make no money off my content. And that's why they never mention my channel. Ever. Dubs and Gunner, even though Exposed to and everything literally was created after the last Infamous Live. I don't care what my boy, I send mine on me and everything. I know you've been here for years, but not through Exposed to channel. Shout out to the movement, which I appreciate, and I love that movement, and I rock with you. And then I'm not trying to make it about me, but that's a fact, homie. That's what motivated motherfuckers. Why do you think I have 2 infamous fucking lives with these 2 pendejos and they never mention my name, ever, ever. They fucking know what they're doing, and I'm cool. I don't want them to mention my name. I don't give a fuck. Everybody already knows my channel. What they're scared of is that when I stop working, or not stop working, but when I stop dropping content, like for real, like these motherfuckers, that's what they're fucking scared of. For real. A mí me vale verga, güey. Like for real. Like no me importa. Like, and I'm my own worst enemy because I mean, when I first started, bro, years ago, bro, like I was motivated, like boom, 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 dropping fucking 2 videos a day, fucking no, a video a day, 2 lives a day, boom, 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 getting it. Ended my marriage. Two channels, everything. Oh shit, it was fucked up. Robert, my boy, that's how you know he's lying. He talks about the Mesa system. Yeah, I started in the mid 90s, but it didn't go into effect till after Artie. Yep, there's only certain yards playing the Mesa system. Exactly, my boy. Exactly. Exactly. Mostly it picked up right after already, and he was doing having a Albedo system. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. He a piece of shit, bro. Already from Cobras, man. I was in Corcoran. Like that motherfucker had Corcoran for over 2 decades. That motherfucker. Yeah, Artie from Cobras had that. He had Corcoran for a very long time. Um, let me see. I was in a different prison at the time. By the time I got there, it was Turi and Güero Verde. Turi and Güero Verde. They had a new Corcoran when I got there. Corcoran. It was a whole thing, man. It was a whole thing. But hey, Chino, you already know what it is, bro. Es cosas que la gente no saben. Es cosas que la gente no saben. Um, they don't know what it is. Um, and rightfully so. I mean, like, fuck. Like, unless you were there, like, shit, I was 20. What was that? Like, 22 years old? Like, I was like, fuck, I was young as fuck. Like, by the time I got to Corcoran, I'm jealous. I'm gone. Buenas noches. Have a good one, boy. Buenas noches. Peace. Food Sasquatch. Hacia más. Already, sorry, typo. No, you're good, bro. I know what you meant, bro. I know exactly what you meant. Already from Cobras. Um, let's get with this motherfucker.
And I would laugh at their jokes and they would laugh at mine. He knew you slip, I'm going to get you. I knew I slip, he's going to try to get me. That's the reality of prison. California prisons, it's politics on top of politics.
He's low key admitting the fact that he's a snake. Like he's literally admitting right now that he's a snake. And even though that's the reason why I never got plugged into a Mesa or anything like that, I could have been plugged in with Duty. At the time, fuck, what ended up happening with him? I mean, shit. At the time, everybody got blasted everywhere. Not at the time, but after. I'm telling you, man, Widow Edith dead. Killed his wife. Then they fucking gave him supposedly a hot shot, whatever the fuck. Um, and then they got after they got called up to the bay. They didn't want to report. Duty goes disregarded, whatever. Now he's in good standings. Respect to him. I ain't trying to disrespect the dude or anything like that. But there were two juggernauts at the time. It's just crazy how everything transpired. It's everything. It's crazy how everything transpired. Um, I was more worried about. I got offered a mess on that yard in C yard in New Corcoran, Sat F1 the 180 in C yard. Um, and I respectfully declined. I've said that several times, and I just wanted to make money because I was already making money on behalf of them. We had a whole CO locked. We had a CO locked in and everything. And at the time, to me, it's thinking like to have a whole CO locked in, not a free staff, a CO. That's even better. You know, like that's even better, bro. Like $1,500, a box like this, a box this size, a CO had was getting $1,500 a month just to bring in a box this size every 2 weeks. $1,500 for twice a month. I said once, but twice a month for every box. It was sometimes it was once a month if they could get in there. That's what I meant by that. But if he got two of those boxes every 2 weeks in there, $1,500 a piece. Imagine you getting $1,500 a piece every 2 weeks, aside from your already fucking lucrative CO wage. You know, like that's decent money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's $3,000 plus a month. In Cali, you know, the dude had a gambling problem. It is what it is. It is what it is.
You could make an enemy with a simple phrase, a simple word, a simple expression that you didn't even mean.
What the fuck up, bro? This dude is like, I'm not saying he's necessarily wrong, but he's just like, he's trying to put so much salsa on the tacos. Like, he's really trying to put extra salsa. Like, you could look at anybody and in a single way you make an enemy. Man, shut your bitch ass up. That's a lie. That's a lie, homie. What you should have said is like, some dudes just don't like each other off of appearance. I get that. But in order for them to really have a grudge against you, and you're on the mesa, and they want your position, they want your precision, they want your position, literally. It don't matter how you look at them, how you don't, motherfucker. They're gonna want, they're gonna dislike you no matter what. This was just trying to. This is like that fucking lockup, fucking shit. He's doing. Look at his face. He's looking. He's doing that lockup shit. This was retarded, bro. For real.
Mean it in a bad way. I made an enemy one time. This dude was a chump, right? And I told the story, but I want to just briefly.
You made an enemy one time, but this fool was a chump. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna believe you. The briefing snitch that can't even acknowledge your past. We're supposed to believe you, but you're a snitch ass, debriefing ass piece of shit. Okay, cool. The biggest snitch on YouTube, and we're supposed to believe you. After all those videos you did on Wes Watson.
Before I go, coming out of Pelican Bay Shoe the first time, 1997. I wind up Sally's with this dude, and he's like, "Yeah, man, they're sending me to Tehachapi." I said, "Yeah, me too." Now, one thing about this dude was when we left orientation. Well, let me just tell it in order.
Notice how he always knows his percipience, you know, his perspective, you know, his intuition is always right. No matter what story he tells, he could always instinctively tell that there was something wrong with this dude.
He goes, when I told him I was being sent there too, immediately he's like, "Oh, hey, let's do a holiday together." I said, "I'm down." I said, that's what I'm gonna be doing. And he goes, "Okay, check it out. This is what we'll do." He said, "When we get there, we got 90 days, Holmes." He goes, "Let's wait as long as possible so that way I can hit a couple clavos I can get. He's saying he can bring some dope in a couple times, and then we'll make some money. We'll have some dope to take to the hole. And this, I said, hold up, Holmes. I said, nah. I said, when they clear us, I said, we're gonna get cleared for yard within 10 days. I said, by then we'll hear names of who's there. I said, the first yard we're gonna go out and we're gonna see who's there. I said, the yard after that is when I plan on moving. And he was like, what? I made an enemy because this pussy wanted to make money, wanted to hang out on the yard as long as possible, and to prove how much of a...
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with trying to hang out on the yard and not be a fucking crash test dummy and go just try to fucking go on a stupid ass mission? What's wrong with that, homie? What's wrong with that? You're a self-proclaimed mesero, moneymaker, and all that, holding on to ankles and shit. You really don't have much to fucking speak of. Where's your fucking quinzones at, homie? Where's your 115s at, bro? I've shown my fucking 115s. Where's yours at? Where's yours at? You're fucking crazy, dude. This was delusional.
Pussy he was. When we went out, we left orientation, we both went to B Yard in Pelican Bay to wait for our transfer to Tehachapi, right? At least 3 different times. Yard recall. Before yard recall, they say equipment recall. When they say equipment recall on the yard, you got 5 minutes.
Yeah, equipment recall is when you get the fucking equipment. Any equipment that's left on the yard, whatever. Equipment recall, then do the yard recall, yeah.
And then they're going to call yard recall. So they call yard recall. We know 5 minutes. Everybody's getting ready. Then yard recall. Everybody's shaking. All right, Holmes. All right, Holmes. Everybody heads back to whatever units, whatever buildings they're in, right? And this jackass was slow dragging. And the tower cop is like, clear the yard on the table, clear the... This dude was trying to get a write-up. As a Southerner, you're not supposed to get petty write-ups. This dude was trying to get a petty write-up to try to cancel his transfer.
That fucking laugh is stupid as fuck. Like, that fool really thinks that laugh actually means something to people. Like, bro, do you not realize how stupid you look with that retarded ass laugh? I know they call you Joker, dude, but you need to just stop, bro. Like, they call me loony. You know, like, you don't see me trying to act hard and trying to convince people that they call me loony with the loony laugh or Joker laugh or evil laugh or anything like a devil laugh. You're fucking retarded, dude. This was sick, dude. So insecure. That laugh is full of insecurity right there. That's a fact.
And I'll end the story with this guy. So you see, we all
fake ass laugh.
When he on a fluke, he wound up hitting somebody in Tehachapi. He stayed out there over the 90 days. So when he came back to the hole with us, he got smashed. We all went to the shoe.
This is why. This is why he told this whole story. Because honestly, bro, like, this fool really, like, is so insecure, bro, and is trying so hard to try to, like, get views and shit again that he would never admit. And this is the basis of his story. The dude ended up getting smashed. That was his whole point of the story, was that the dude ended up getting smashed. And that's what you're laughing at? You're fucking retarded, dude. Like, for real. When I told my prison stories, I never fucking laughed at anybody or fucking took any type of, like, satisfaction. Fucking guy.
I want him going to New Folsom C facility. He want him going to New Folsom B facility. There's gonna be people that see this video that are still busted right now. They're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about when I say this. He was on the yard in B Yard.
Okay. So you're telling the true story. Okay. You're gloating about some stupid ass shit, dude, while you claim to be reformed. This is a lifer that got out, bro. This is a lifer that got out. The prison board let this fool out. The youth offender board, I'm thinking. Yeah, the youth offender, 260, 261. And this dude's sitting here. This was sitting here really boasting about some dude getting smashed on. So much for you being rehabilitated, bro. You're fucking. Hey, you got one over on the cops, bro.
He was talking to
And the only
one of
reason he
them.
was able to get out is because he was terrified. He was terrified. He did what he needed to do on the other side. He stayed away from the gang members, the 2-5ers, Zapatistas, etc. Bible thumping and all that. No, nothing wrong with real Christians. Nothing wrong with real Christians. Real Christians, not fake Christians like this piece of shit. When's the last time you heard this dude talk about the Lord? But yet he was moving around with a Bible in his hand. Did what he had to do to get out. And look at him now. He's been out longer than me. Shit. How long have I been out? I'm going to be out 7 years in 2 months. 2 months from now, I'll be out 7 years. This dude's been out longer than me. And this piece of shit, this is the way that he's acting right here. It's one thing to fucking have your beefs on YouTube or whatnot, or defending yourself like I do. And it's another thing to act like this piece of shit.
Meseros nagging, and from my understanding, that's all he did. When I knew him, like I said, I saw the in him. You know what I mean? And
You saw what he tried to say. I saw the bitch in him. You don't have to refrain yourself from saying the word to know that everybody knows what you're saying. Your character speaks volumes, bro. What happened, bro? This fool Gunner completely turned this fool inside out, or at least made it possible for him to get his piece of shit confidence back of being a true ass fucking snake like Gunner. That's that's a fact.
one of the meseros slapped him. Bah! And he didn't do nothing physically. What this individual did is he went and complained to somebody, one of the big boys. That person got at who was working for that who that mesero that slapped him was working for, right? That mesero who he was working for was a legend that was actually out of custody and on the streets. And so he was told, call. And the mesero calls, what's up? And he said, hey, did you slap so-and-so? And he said, yeah, I did. He said, why you slap him? He said, because he's a bitch. And the legend told him, well, you can't run around slapping every bitch you meet. We all got to laugh at that because the mesero want to be my...
So there's nothing to laugh at, you stupid piece of shit.
Because he's a bitch. And the legend told him, well, you can't run around slapping every bitch you meet.
Man, I will slap the fucking fuck out of this dude, bro. I will slap the shit out of this dude. And I don't give a fuck what he fucking does after. If I see him or Gunner, I'm gonna slap the shit out of them. And the reason I say that I don't give a fuck what they'll do is because once I slap them, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna just fucking fire off. Hit them a few times, boom, 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 and wait for their reaction. Because I ain't gonna gas out. I'm not gonna gas out right away. I'm gonna wait for the reaction. What's up? And we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Unfortunately, they will never meet me up. I'm very disappointed in that.
We all gotta laugh
It's
at that
very
because
easily. It's very easy to fucking You could very easily laugh behind the screen, tell a story. Uh, None of my prison stories that you ever heard from my first channel to this channel from years ago. Which you would never hear me express a story like this and laugh over some shit like that, or claiming you're fucking for Christ and denying that you're a debriefer and a snitch. That's just crazy to me. The character always shines through or diminishes through, which is that case with him.
Mesero wanted to be my neighbor in the hole. After that, we were all in the hole together, and he told me the story, man. That's prison. It's my story for the day. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man.
You're a fucking moron, dude. You're a fucking moron. I hope that I hope that you really know that shit.
I'm out of here.
It's in pendejo, güey. Like this fool's really stupid, dude. Like I can't really like. I really even can't even get like mad at this anymore. Like at this point, I'm numb. Like for real. Like this shit's fucking crazy. To see how far this fool has gone down the drain, spiritually, morally, lying. Like that's just fucking crazy to me. For real, for real. He's gonna have to get a new job. Real shit. I'm sorry, guys. Like this shit right here, bro. Like this motherfucker crazy, dude. The fact that somebody like I'm not surprised by it necessarily, but it's just like the fact that people can still tell a lie with a straight face to this extent. I already know it's
What's
because
cracking there?
they have to. They have to. They have no other choice. What are they gonna do? Just admit all their lies? That they're not gonna do that. Like that's what they're not gonna do. Like that's what they're not gonna do. You know, but yeah. All right, man. I just want to make this shit a short live. I do gotta go to work tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You guys already know what it is. Um, I definitely want to just jump on here, like I said, for a little bit. The irrelevant one. Appreciate you guys, Robert, Mandita, fucking Chandler for sure, my boy. Yeah, exactly, my bro. It's really fucking crazy. Peaceful Sasquatch. Mines, bro. You guys already know, man. Appreciate you guys. Um, yeah, man. It just defies logic, right? Like the fact that they really think that they could disrespect all of us and insult our intelligence and like and pretend like they're not what they are. That's the crazy part. That really is what the crazy part is, and they know that. When it comes to me, like I'm gonna stay here. I don't give a fuck because I get satisfaction just off just embarrassing them because they know no matter what, no matter what. Notice how they mentioned other channels, small channels. You know what I'm saying? Like smaller channels, they claim that they don't mention smaller channels, but they never mention me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't want them to. I'm just pointing out the elephant in the room. You guys have a good night. I'm out.